Alright, so in this video we're checking out the Wurkkos CL01. This is a nice little versatile camping light and emergency light. As you can see, it's turned on here with the LED functions, currently purple. Very quickly here, what's inside the box, get some spare O-rings, because it is waterproof rated, IP66 I believe. You do get a USB-C to USB-C cable for using it as a power bank. So it's a 5,000 milliamp hour power bank as well. Show you how that works here in a second. Then you get a couple of these clips here that go on to the little hanger on the side here on top, so you can hang it, or you can use these to like attach it to a backpack or something like that. And you get a instruction manual, and you get this nice little carrying pouch. Pretty cool. So all that stuff can fit in here. So you can see here, it's pretty small in my hand. It's not very heavy. So just quickly looking at the specs on the box in terms of the weight, it's 178 grams and it's about 45.7 by 106.6 millimeters. Here are the specs for the white light mode and RGB mode. So it can go all the way down to 1 lumen for the moonlight mode and up to 550 lumens and turbo for 90 seconds, and then it drops down to 180 lumens for 6.5 hours. It does have a drop rating of 1.2 meters, and the white light is adjustable in terms of the color temperature from 3000 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin. Taking a look around the light, you have a button here on top as well as a dial. I'll show you how that operates in a second. Some LEDs that show you the battery level here on the inside. This is a, I think it was this glass, but I think this is actually some sort of plexiglass. It's not really, it's like a plastic, but it looks like glass. Let's a fair amount of the light through from the LEDs. This is the bottom. You have a tripod mount here, so you can stick it on a tripod to mount it higher up, or of course you can hang it. And then it does have a magnet here as well, so you can stick it on something metallic and it'll stay sideways as well. The battery inside here. Just unscrew the cap here. When you first get out of the box, there'll be a piece of paper here to, I guess, prevent the battery from self-discharging. And it does come with the Wurkkos branded 21700 cell, and it's 5,000 milliamp hours. And again, here's the O-ring that you can replace if that wears out. You get 2 spares. To charge it, you just pull this little tab here in the back, this little silicone tab to prevent water from getting in here. It's USB-C, and then you can use it as a power bank with the included USB-C to USB-C cable. So just real quick, show you this on a cell phone. And you can see it's charging rapidly, so it does have a, I believe, up to, so I'm not entirely sure what the actual output of this charger is. It's it's at least 5 volts and probably 3 amps, I think, because when my phone here says it's charging rapidly, I believe that's 15 watts. But there is nothing in terms of the specs on the instruction manual. So just wondering, if you're wondering what it charges up to, it looks like it's about 15 watts. All right, so just a quick demo of the operation of this. Basically, you're going to long press. That will go into the moonlight mode here. This is 1 lumen, so I'll demonstrate this in the dark. It's probably going to be good enough to read in the dark. And then short press to turn it off. If you just do a regular press, and it will remember the last setting you're on. So if you, once it's turned on here, and you long press, it will go up to the max. And then it'll blink when it's at turbo, and then long press again, it'll go down. So about here in the middle, I'll short press to turn it off, and then it does have a memory, so if you short press again, it will turn on to the previous level. If you double press, it'll go straight into turbo mode, so the maximum brightness, and once to turn off. If you triple press the button, it goes into the RGB mode. And here you can see it's on red, and then if you use the dial here, you can cycle through the different colors, and you can go backwards as well, and short press to turn it off again. If you short press again, it turns on the white light. And I did forget to show you the changing of the color temperature here. So if you go counterclockwise, it looks like it gets warmer. That's the maximum warmth level. And then clockwise, it gets cooler. It blinked. That is the maximum cool light level, so I kind of like something in between like this. That seems about halfway. So we'll go back into the RGB mode. And then from here, if you double press, you get a flashing mode like this. And press again back to the solid color. Triple press and you get the emergency, I guess the police lights. And it'll cycle through red and then blue, then red, blue, like that for emergency use. All right, so I turned off all of the lights here in the room. It's completely dark except for the lantern, which is at 1 lumen, the moonlight mode. And we'll see if this is good enough to be able to pick up some text here. So here's the user manual. And it can kind of illuminate it. It is actually easier to see with my eyes versus the camera picking it up. It's a little harder for the camera to pick it up. So I adjusted the aperture on my camera, so now this is a little bit closer to what my eyes are actually seeing with just 1 lumen. And you'd have to get the light pretty close to, or the whatever you're reading, close to the light source, but you are able to see what is on the paper here. All right, so I'm in the garage and the light's off, but I have this, I just want to show you this little glow-in-the-dark ring that's on the bottom. So you can kind of find it in the dark if it's not on. It's pretty cool. And here it is in the moonlight mode. I'm going to walk around a little bit further away so you can see what this looks like. And I got a motion sensor light here. It's going to turn on here in a second. I'll turn that off. So probably about 10 feet from the camera now. And it's just 1 lumen. Go ahead and raise it up. There we go, we're at the max. Give me an idea what that looks like. All right, a little further back now. Still at turbo, but I think it's gonna turn down a little bit here. After 90 seconds, they will start going down to 180 lumens. But you can see how well it illuminates my face. I'm sure it's being, I'm quite visible in the camera. It's very, very bright. And even if I put it over here on the side of the car, I have it magnetically attached to the car over here. This whole side over here is nicely lit up. Yeah, I can just hang it off here, hold it off to the side, like so. So, hopefully that'll give you a pretty good idea how well this little camping light works, and I think it works pretty well for the money. The regular price of this is about $60, but if you check the link in the description, there should be a coupon code that should take the price down to about $30, I believe, right now, just before Black Friday. There should be some coupon codes down there as well. So if you want to check it out, there'll be a link in the description. That'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.